Oh boy, episode 45 of the ICT Mastery Mentorship. In this episode, we're going to be going over narrative versus bias because people tend to confuse the difference between narrative and bias, or not even confuse them. They might not even know that there's two definitions for both words. Yeah, yeah, there is. In which it's okay. Some people don't know that. In which I'm here to educate you. Anyway, narrative versus bias, okay? It's a very simple lecture. You can skip this. Well, no, don't. Don't skip it. Okay, don't click on this video because this is definitely going to help you in the future because you might think, oh, bias and narrative are the same thing. And if price is going down, narrative means it's going down and bias means it's going down. And no, sorry. That's not how it works. Narrative, in short, is basically how price is going to do something, in which the bias is the outcome of it doing it. Think of it like that. So, for example, let's say the bias is bearish. Bias on the day is bearish. How is price going to go down? That's the narrative part. What the what? What? No, I don't want that right now. Anyway, that's the narrative part. How price is actually going to go down? Is it going to manipulate London's high? Is it going to sit there and consolidate during pre-market? Is it going to expand during pre-market, then cause the 9:30 openings to consolidate to expand later, expand lower later? Like, what is it going to do in order to go down, or what is it going to do before then to prepare itself before going down? That's the narrative on price. You get what I'm saying? If you search up the definition of narrative, you're going to be like, oh, that makes sense now. While bias is just it's going to do this and this that and this that only. That's what bias is. Narrative is how it's going to do that thing. See? See what I'm saying? You can have a movie script, and literally the movie script or the movie idea is this girl gets, I don't know, lost in the woods and she finds a way out. The movie might have that script, or that might be the whole, just the ending, the start and ending of the movie. But that movie's 3 hours long. So there's definitely stuff in that movie that she has to go through, and different objectives she has to complete before actually, escaping those woods that she actually got lost in. Okay, it's the same thing with the market. You can say price is going down, but how is it going to do that? Is it going to touch a higher time frame order block? Is it going to fail to touch a higher time frame order block? Is it going to break through a opposing PD ray? What is it going to do? Or not what is it going to do, as in like it's going to do just one thing. Obviously, putting together your confluences and actually using them together and be like, okay, price might do this, this, that, and that. Keyword. Listen to what I just said. Price might. Keyword might do this, that, and this. Okay. ICT concepts is not a direct yes and no. Okay. It's dealing with parameters and ifs. Ifs, ands, and buts. That's what describes ICT concepts. If you're wondering what they are, that's the only way to describe it. Okay. You can't just sit there and say, oh, here's a fair value gap. It's bullish, and I say the bias is bullish on the day, and I don't know the narrative, so I'm going to enter off this gap because why not? That's not how it works. Nope. Okay. And if people are teaching it like that right off the bat, you know they're unprofitable and they're a terrible teacher. Okay. I did not mean to diss anybody or disrespect anybody in that sentence, but you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to make sure you actually know how ICT concepts work because some people will take these concepts out of context, bars by accident, but you get what I'm saying. They will take the concepts out of context, right? How they're supposed to be used, and they'll be like, okay, when you see an inversion fair value gap at 1 o'clock, take it and then watch it run. They will actually say that, and that's not how it works. Not at all. Okay. So in short, I might just make this video less than 7 minutes, maybe 8 minutes long. But in short, just to put everything together, narrative is how price is going to do something, in which bias is the something it's going to do, which could be go down or go up, because that's it, or consolidate. That's the only three things that the market does: consolidate or go sideways, go up or go down. That's it. In which the narrative is how price is going to do that in the form of what is it going to do before it, what is it going to do after it, and what is it going to do during what the bias is, or during the actual bias when it's getting delivered. See what I'm saying? But back to the what was I saying? Taking the concepts out of context part because I have to explain this. Jesus Christ, bro, I don't think you understand. I'm talking to you like you're right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Just to make this a little bit more interactive. But people will literally teach this as if how can I explain this? Like the universe is just talking to them in a sense. They'd be like, oh, that's an order block. It's my sign to take an entry. Nope. while they have every single confluence going against them on the higher time frame, or even on that same time frame that they're trading. So, in short, what I'm saying here is because I've been seeing people doing this in the Discord, is ICT concepts, okay, the way they're built, it's a if and but situation, which makes ICT concepts the highest level of trading industry knowledge you'll ever find. That's not insider trading. Okay? That's what makes them so powerful because the if and buts keep you safe and precise. Okay? Because, for example, let's do another analogy. If you see a river, right, that has I don't know, it's nighttime and you can see the water flowing, but you don't know what's going on in that river. You don't know if there's huge currents that's going to pull you under, and you don't know if that river is just 50 feet deep. You don't know because it's dark at night and you can't see. With ICT concepts, you'll be able to figure that out because ICT concepts are going to tell you they're going to be like, nope, wait a minute, hold on, wait, wait. ICT concepts are for waiting and getting that sniper entry. Okay. When I see concepts, you're a sniper, you're waiting, you're putting all the pieces together to find the perfect opportunity to click that buy button or that sell button and get your trade. Okay? And I think that'll really be it for this episode. It's a very short little lecture, but I just had to put that in your head because I've been seeing some students take some stuff out of context and try to, what's the word? Evolve the concepts to a point at which they don't need to be evolved to. Meaning they will try to make a model. I don't use models, by the way. I don't use models. Models as in at 10:30, take a long if the bias is bullish at a fair value gap. That's no, no, no. Do not use models with this. Okay? Don't use models with it because and when I let me try to explain this before I end the video. When I say models, right? You guys see those YouTubers or those Instagram gurus or just those TikTok gurus that'll sit there and say, do this, that, and this, and then boom, it'll work at this time. Meaning I don't know, let's say some guy says liquidity purge at 9:30 a.m. Look for a break in market structure, and then look for some sort of respect of the order block, and then the disrespect of a fair value gap, all at a specific time. No, no, that could work. That could work. Okay, but it's mainly the time part. I think that's why they're calling it a model. It's because they'll give it that time aspect. You get what I'm saying? Because think about it. If there was no sort of time within a quote unquote model, it's not a model anymore. It's not a model anymore, is it? No, it's not. So, sure, you can make a model. You can find a set of concepts that, not model, but you can use a set of concepts that look good to you. And you're like, okay, I like this. This is nice for me. Basically, whatever you prefer. Okay. Find you a set of concepts that you would look for after price is manipulated, done everything it needs to do, and is ready to expand and, deliver. Basically, whenever it's ready to deliver the narrative. Oh, you just learned about narrative. I'm using that. I'm going to start using that word now. So, if you're going to make a quote unquote model or an epitome or whatever you want to call it, I don't use models, by the way. I don't use that. I just use whatever confluences are available, whatever concepts are on the chart, put them together, make some sort of what's the word? Logical explanation or logical analysis out of it to actually make it make sense and to think like, let's put this piece together and see what type of puzzle or what's the result we get. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's all. Hopefully, because I do not want to make this longer than 10 minutes. And I guess that's it. I'll be in this video here, or this episode rather, and I'll see you guys in episode 46. I think. Yeah, 46. Anyway, good luck and good trading.